CHICKEN. Use the code CHICKEN in the shop.
Hey guys, the Chicken is here. We're back today with another Boom Beach video, and in today's video, guys, we're back on the progress train. We're currently ranked 19, 34 stars, 336 globally, so we can attribute this to a couple of things. Now, I unlocked flames before we got here. So this was because we got laser rangers. We got the hit down, but most importantly, we got the troop damage. So you saw yesterday's video, the cryo bomb. It was helping, but we weren't really able to make any progress with it. Added the troop damage, and that was an absolute game changer. So in terms of the tech tree, I'm D'ing up before going any further forward. Yes, we want heavy choppers and building health and 6CR and all that good stuff, but I think going 6CR early, all it's going to do is just match us up with Seekers. And if we don't have the defense to stop them, that's not going to be fun. So I want to be totally seeked up, ready to go by that point. Now, we also have medkits right now. So we got medkits and flames. And we got a new base that we just loaded up. So I think without further ado, let's see how we do on this new base. I'm sure we're going to get smoked by everything now because it's in the video. But hey, we got to... do what we can do. So I'm going to go all laser rangers. Now typically we do have to do some scouting just to make sure that there are no hidden mines, which there definitely are right here. So that's going to be a bit of an issue. I think we can flare around them, save some crab bombs, but I think let's go for it. And yeah, I think we're going to start to see a lot more defensive bases like this as players start to D up going into 5ER, because there's not that much ahead of us in terms of good tech. Alright, let's flare in this way. I'm actually going to tiny shock this mortar. I don't know about you guys, but when I'm using laser rangers, those mortars are just locked on to kill all of them if you let one shot go. So trying not to do that. I think the critters are actually going to take pretty good work there. So I'm going to flare around these mines, and then we'll cryo the rest of them. Actually, we could probably just use... those guys will take care of everything there for us. Okay, so that should be good. Hold your breath. Good stuff. Alright, we got shock launchers. Will somewhat be in range of these laser rangers, so got to be careful. Gets to be careful, as long as there's critters up there first to distract. We still haven't used 8 cryo bombs. Let's go ahead and do that now. We can do that over here as well. And I'm going to tiny shock this machine gun. Now it looks like the lasers are going to hug the wall there. They never do. They always come off of it, so don't be worried and start to panic flare or anything. And then at this point, all we really have to do is we just got to watch out for that floaty. We can tiny shock it now to get ahead of the game. And we just got to make sure that we time the jump back on the flare, which we can do now. Jump back, more critters, one more cryo bomb. We can throw in a med kit, which I'm not used to doing. That is new. So this attack looked like it went really well. This is actually really slow. And let's go med kit and then flare. And I'm gonna miss the first one, second one, doesn't matter, everything else is dead. So 150 is the time to beat. Let's see if the flamethrowers did anything for us. Oh baby, yes they did. Okay, that's good. This is good news. Maybe this could be a diamond push. I might be getting ahead of myself a little bit, but let's at least keep going and then see what we struggle against. Alright, so that brings us up to where? 297. Okay, so we're in the top 300 now. Making a comeback. Making a comeback after a kind of a non-existent weekend of just chest collecting. So this feels good to get back on track here today. And yeah, let's see what we get matched up with next year. Okay, we got a rank 20 this time, so this should be interesting. This guy is definitely a rocket chopper player with all that troop damage and not a lot of defenses. So let's see if we're going to be able to compete here. I'm not sure. I think what we want to do is go for that Flotty first. Should be a pretty easy step back because we don't have to. The flare is going to land down really quickly, so that makes it much easier. Oh, that wasn't far back enough. We lost a lot of laser rangers there. Okay, this attack is over. That's annoying to do that right at the beginning. Right at the beginning. I don't know why I did that. I flared them. You know what it was? It was because I'm so used to flaring the Flotty back there that I think I hit the flare too early and it was too close. If I just put the flare at B1 or something simple, wouldn't have been any problems. But coulda, shoulda, woulda. Cry me a river chicken. Let's see if we can make the most out of this one. Anyways, I'm gonna go critters here, just in hopes that they go for those mines, which they don't. This guy's got no shock launcher, so we can come off this engine early. Didn't really do that, but that's okay. And we're going to have to try to be super speedy here. And this is all going to come down to him. If he screws up his hit, we'll be fine. We're going to get sub 2 minutes on this one for sure. Probably in the 130s, so. Not ideal. Spark, why that way? Why that way? She's a little far away. He's on his last engine, so. We needed to get like 220 or something there, probably. Throw Crybomb in the back here just to mix it up. So a little bit unfortunate on that one. But we'll chalk it up to, what can be the excuse? Bad matchmaking, maybe? I mean, we didn't get a horrible time. We just won with a 150. But this guy had no defenses, so. He's also ranked 20, which is not the end of the world. We won't lose too many stars. I don't know if I could have got a 229 in his base with Laser Rangers. So he went rocket choppers. Now this is the downside of the flamethrowers, is they're not going to do very much against rocket chopper players. We do have all those boom cannons though hidden under the sky shield, so ideally those should be helping us out. But anyways, let's try one more before we sign off here, and let's see. Let's see. Oof. A little shoulder stretch. But at least we made rank 19, so we're kind of back in the mix. More defense is never a bad thing, so let's see what we get matched up with here. Alright, we got a rank 19 with shock launchers and no building health. Okay, that's an interesting bit of tech. Let's quickly scout. He does have mines here. We don't need to spend that many crowd bombs though, so I'm not too worried about using one, even though it's only a 3-pack of mines. It's not the end of the world. So we're just going to let him go here. No mortars. Not till the end. Flotty over there. Since we can, let's just not lose 2 Laser Rangers or whatever we lose there. Maybe 3 or 4. You know what? Yeah, screw it, I'm gonna do it. Screw it. Okay. Those shock launchers. The Laser Rangers should just stay out of range. The problem is sometimes the heavies can trigger them, but we can out heal with the medkit, so that's fine. And let's go this way. Tiny shock over here. Let's get them off the wall nice and early. I'm also going to tiny shock the mortar. So you guys will know what happens if we don't do that. Better pull back there. And okay, so now we're going to try to crybomb the mines and the shock launchers if we can. Medkit. Let's go this one. Let's do one more crybomb in here. Can't really slow down the shock launchers, but that's okay, I think. And just keep throwing critters down, medkits. Final flare. That was a medkit, not a flare. 219. Much better hit. Much better hit. Let's see what this guy does. Or he didn't have building health. He didn't have the building health. That's why that was so fast. Okay. So let's see what's going to happen here. He's going to have to eat at least one boom cannon shot, right? No. There's one rocket chopper down. Those unshockable boom cannons definitely key against these rocket chopper hits. 2 rocket choppers down. Can we get 3? We're looking for 3 rocket choppers. Certainly not going to... he might fizzle. He might fizzle. So that's good news. That's good news. That's going to put us right back on track. We'll chalk this one up to just bad luck. But yeah, we're definitely looking a lot better than we were the last few days, guys. So I hope that's helpful. And thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it if you throw that code chicken in the shop if you're going to grab any of these goodies. We also have some sonar ops stuff that I should pick up. Ooh. We got the new red cluster bombs, which I do kind of want to try out. I haven't played it yet. I was saving it for a video. Let's see what these do. Holy crap. It's like fireworks. And boom. That wasn't too bad. We should probably save those for the later stages, but it's also pretty fun to use them, so. And bingo, bango, bongo. That was pretty solid, guys. Some pretty solid sonar opping. So maybe we'll say that for like a live stream or something. But should we just keep going? Should we just keep going? I think let's keep going. We got a rank 20 here, fellas. 100 building health. Shock launchers. So it looks like he's probably doing the same thing that we're doing. Which just means that we got to make sure that things go off without a hitch. We didn't scout for any hidden mines because I think we can pretty much see where we need to put all of them. And looking good on the start. I think what we can do here is we can pre-medkit those laser rangers rather than wasting a tiny shock or anything like that. And let's go critters first. So we can save a crowd bomb, not have to use one here. Yeah, beautiful. Spark, you idiot. You always go that way. It's very annoying. Alright, let's go cryo. Opponents retreated? What? Did we create a Chinese signal base by accident? Okay, well, there's no sense in watching this because we already won. Let's skip ahead. Now I do want to quickly check and see what the hell this guy did to retreat so quickly. Because I don't have a floaty where he could have got messed up right away. He must have hit some mines somewhere or something. Oh, I see. Yeah, I would probably rage retreat at that point too. So this is the boss fight for 20. Boss fight for 20, let's get after it. Okay, we got a rank 19 for the, I should say, potential boss fight. Okay, so cryo-bomb locations. See for any crazy hidden stuff. I don't see anything there. This guy's only got a top 500 trophy, so that's good. He's got some stuff there. We can probably flare around that. Yeah, and then probably 2 at the end, so we should be alright. 1, 2, 3, spark. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, laser rangers. And let's see what happens here. I'm hoping some of the critters, just the passive ones, go to that machine gun and take some of those mines out, which I think they should. Okay, perfect. We're gonna lose a couple to that cannon, but that should be not a big deal. Actually, just lost one, so that's not too bad. Critters to hit that mine, hopefully. Alright, looking good. We're going to med kit, and then flare down. Whoa. And let's go. I didn't really need to cryo bomb there, but we're being a little too savvy with them. Savvy? Cheap? Might be the better word. Okay, I'm gonna tiny shock that mortar too. Just gonna get ready on the back flare. Oh, my flare didn't go down. Are you kidding me, dude? Why? Alright, it's okay. That's annoying. Alright. Cryo is out. Let's save for one more cryo bomb. I like those shock launchers being distracted by the heavies. That's helpful. Come on. One building somewhere. Hit both those launchers. Good. This one's going to be close. He's already got the engines cracked. Nothing to it but to do it. Get on that last engine. Blow it down. 147. It's not really a good time. He did have a lot of defense. Ultra Tony. Yes, sir. There we go. So, depending on the stars, that should be rank 20. Depending on the stars. Oh, we're going to have to wait for this one, guys. I could snip it here, but I think this plays into the dramatic effect of the video. I'm feeling like it's going to be good. After all that, he fizzled, and I almost screwed it up. Okay, that's dead, and... Wait. Oh, no, it wasn't on a win streak. Damn it. Oh, back in we go. Alright, now we got a real boss fight. This is good. He's got shock launchers, no flames. Kind of what we want to see. Now his mines are going to be a little bit tougher to figure out. I think we don't need to waste any cryo bombs down on the bottom. Maybe put one here, one here, one here, and then try to save one for the shock launchers at the end. I think that's going to be the plan. Okay, so let's try this. Let's give it an old-fashioned chicken try. If only laser ranger beams could also hit mines. Okay, we're going to go this way in hopes that the critters take out some of those mines for us. They did not. So we're going to have to do some awkward flaring. But that's okay. I'm going to hit both those mortars because we're coming up to both of them with just laser rangers and nothing else. So, alright, let's go cryo bomb this way. We're definitely going to hit some shock mines here, but hoping that the critters get the worst of it. Let's go. I'm actually going to shock both those. Those mortars freaking scare me, dude. And alright, so they should be looking good on that side. It's kind of a panic med kit in case they get caught, which they didn't, so it's kind of a waste. And just keep in mind we gotta do we gotta have enough for a tiny shock and a cryo bomb here. Alright, let's go U. We might be okay without the cryo bomb. Too late on the cryo, crap. Alright, let's get ready on the flare back. Ooh, that shock launcher's hurting. That shock launcher hurt us. Kind of screwed up my flare back. We don't have a lot of troops. I don't know where Everspark is. We lost Spark. We're right in front of that mortar. The heavies are still running back to the flare. Oh, that sucks, dude. That sucks. This is the first hit we screwed up, and of course, it's on the boss fight. Always happens. Always happens. You need a good hit, and you get a crappy one. Watch he'll fizzle and painful, dude. Very painful. Oh man, we just had to finish it too. We didn't even need to get a good time. Yep, terrible time. Fun stuff. Do we keep it going? I think we just keep it going at this point. Alright, we're gonna try to bring it back. We need 15 stars. So, still 2 hits. But we're so close, man. So close. So close, so let's keep it rolling. Alright, we got a rank 19 with shock launchers. That should be a Chick-Tree hashtag all day long. Okay. See some hidden mines, nothing too crazy. I think we're being a little bit too cheap on the cryo bombs. It's okay to use them. That's why we got them. I'm gonna let that go. I'm not gonna medkit. Okay. Okay, come on, guys. Gonna hit that. We already cryo bombed in there, so that's good. Get that mortar out of the way. Okay, good. Got all the defenses with that. See if we can medkit those laser rangers. Okay. I think we got a cryo here. Alright, just don't use too many tiny shocks, because that was the problem last time. We just used too much GB before we got to the floaty, the flare back and stuff. Okay, I think we definitely needed to hit that mortar. Okay, we got a tiny shock, ready to go. Onto this feller. I'm actually going to flare the lasers back so they don't get shock blocked too badly. We can also hit that. Come on. That was a tough one. Can't tell if we got... we don't have laser rangers left again. We keep getting screwed on these flare backs, man. It seems... Why is Everspark always dead? It's because she keeps shooting across the gap and the boom cannon picks her off. Stupid. Stop shocking the laser rangers. The heavies are in front of them. They're not going to finish this. That's super annoying, dude. We should have had it. We should have had it. We easily should have had that. So it's going to be just another freaking grind fest, but we'll get it eventually. He's got that one bomber, and then of course I got 2 shock launchers with nothing else to shoot but the bomber and Everspark, and they just cannot do it because they're stupid. Actually, we got a fizzle here, and he made rank 20. It looks like. Come on, man. Come on. All right, that's enough. I can't handle anymore. Appreciate you guys. I'll catch you next one. Chicken out. Right back.